Okay, so we are recording now, and I am so excited because this is really my favorite meeting of the entire month. So each Monday night, our team gets together at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we have a MOXIE Monday. However cheesy you think that is, it just makes sense because they're both M's. But this is a part of our MOXIE Monday, the third Monday of every month. We have a new coach party. Like, woo, right? So many new amazing coaches join our team every single month. And I really want to simplify this process and make it so much fun for you guys and let you know we're real people. Like, you see me, you see Carrie, you don't see the other fun people right now because they're blacked out. But you see us, and whether you're watching this live or you're watching this recording, we are real people. And I just want to say, hey girl, hey, like, we're here, and I want to support you through this process. So I'm going to introduce myself. Carrie, I'll even have you introduce yourself, and then I'm going to share some slides to share with you very simple steps about how to launch your business strong. So there's 4 steps that I want to go over in order for you to build a really solid foundation for your business. And then for the next 15 days, we're going to work together one-on-one each day to build a solid business plan, to build a game plan so you can learn what it means to lead a challenge group, so you can learn what it means to talk to people through private messaging. You can learn what it means when I say, you need to build through social media, or you need to funnel, or that you need to be a product of the product. These are some things that we're going to talk about in the next couple of days. Now, I'm quite aware that in a couple of days is Thanksgiving, and all of us are going to be chowing down on pie and turkey. I get it. I will be very much excited about chowing down with my family as well. So we can totally unplug that day. Like, don't even stress out. How about this? Thursday and Friday, we're just going to have complete family time, right? Like, don't stress about coaching, business. I would love for you to learn, and there's going to be resources in this group page for you to absorb and learn and spend time where you can. But if you need to unplug during those 2 days to really refresh and to refuel yourself, because you might be working full-time, whatever your story is, totally fine. Then we're going to jump right back in on Saturday. Sound like a plan? All right. So again, just to reiterate, this is our new coach kickoff. This is our new coach party. Welcome, Danny. Welcome, Trish. Welcome, Alyssa. So glad that you guys are here. So for the next 15 days, we're going to spend together learning all about coaching, what about our team, about how you could build a solid business, how you could set goals, and how we are going to walk with you step by step through this process. And because Thanksgiving is this week, we're going to not post any daily assignments Thursday or Friday, because I want you guys to be able to enjoy that family time, but also work and learn at your own pace. So we'll provide a training site for you to dive in on your own time frame during those 2 days, but it's definitely not the requirement. Okay, so my name is Laura Mendenhall, and I am the founder of our team, MOXIE. I've been a coach for for 3.5 years, which is awesome. Before this, I was working full-time in corporate America. I was a corporate America boss lady, traveling all the time, and it was a really great career path. But guys, it just wasn't for me. Like, I'm not a suit and tie kind of girl. I didn't wear a suit, but I'm a tie. I'm just not a behind the desk corporate gal. Like, I'm not going to step on people to get ahead. I'm not going to schmooze my boss. I'm not going to go out and have happy hours with these bazillion salespeople to try to win their business. I just want to be friendly with women and wear yoga pants and have a good time with my kids. That's the kind of career I wanted to have. And thankfully, this beach party opportunity is the pinnacle of that. So I had this vision and this dream of creating a lifestyle for my family where I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to be able to be my own boss. I wanted to be able to make as much money as I wanted. I did. I was thinking, I don't feel bad for wanting to be wealthy. I don't feel bad about that because I know that the more I make, the more I can give and the more I can use it in the right way. I wanted to be able to sleep in and not have to live on an alarm clock, even though I do wake up early. Now it's by choice instead of by obligation because I have some boss telling me that I'm going to get fired if I don't show up on time. So all of these things are going through my head, and I'm like, how am I supposed to stay a sane person, be friendly with my friends, travel, get work perks, enjoy my family, blah, 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 blah. All of these things were in my mind a couple of years ago, and all of a sudden I found out about Beachbody, and it just made sense. It just made sense. So before I go to our slides, Carrie, can you give us a brief intro of who you are, what you do, and why you're a coach maybe? Is that way too much to give you to throw at you? Okay.
I can handle that. That's not too hard. So my name's Carrie Arena. I've been a coach for about 6 months now, so I'm kind of new. I'm not the veteran that Laura is, but I'm hoping to follow somewhat in her footsteps and be as successful as she is, and excited and all that, enthusiastic. She's a great leader. All of us are really lucky to have her. But anyway, so I did this, actually, I started the programs like a year before I actually started coaching. Everyone kept saying, you should coach, you should coach, you should coach. And finally I was like, you know what, why not? And again, that was about 6 months ago. Now I can't even imagine why I didn't do it sooner, because I was pretty much doing everything anyway. I was enjoying, the workouts, the programs. So basically I took the next step, was basically just inviting people and wanting them to experience the programs, the Shakeology, the group atmosphere, the challenge groups, like the community aspect of it. Because a lot of people do like Weight Watchers and stuff like that, and that's great because they have that community aspect, but they have to go once a week. They have to leave there, but that's what makes it work. So with Beachbody, it's kind of cool. Like, you don't have to leave your home. You don't have to go to the gym. Like, it's everything all inclusive. So for me, it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I'm losing weight. I'm getting fit. I'm being healthy. Why not invite other people to do the same thing? And like Laura said, I'm not ashamed that you can make money off of it, because if you couldn't invest all this time into it, because we all have children. We all have things to do. Some of us have full-time jobs. So yeah, I mean, the ultimate goal is to, make more money off of it, but also helping people at the same time. So for me, that's why I got into it. That's why I'm hoping that you guys will all, really enjoy this and really get into it as well. Just take your time with it. Don't get overwhelmed, listen to Laura, follow her example, and just keep doing what you're doing, and just lead by your enthusiasm, and people will want to join you. So that's my advice.
Perfect advice. I love it. You're saying don't get over, like, the phrase you just said is take your time. I love that. I always tell people, don't get overwhelmed, go your own pace, like one step at a time. But the fact that you said take your time, I love it, because some people have an urgent goal. Like when I signed up, I was desperate to come home to my son, who was 8 months old, and I was still nursing full time, pumping in a dark closet in my office, like not feeling confident about myself, kind of lost myself in the process of working full time out of the home. So my pace was very aggressive. So yes, my business did grow very quickly because I was crazy Nazi obsessed with this. But you might not have, the desire to go that fast into this, or the time, or the whatever, the need. You might not even need it. I needed it. I needed it in my life. I needed it in my finances. So it's your own pace. It really, really is. It is your own business. So I really appreciate you setting that example of saying, like, this is your pace, your business. So I'm going to share this screen with you guys. Thumbs up, Carrie, if you can see it. Okay, perfect. So again, welcome. This is our new coach party, and we're going to be spending the next week and a day with each other. But beyond that, this is not just 15 days long. Like, forever you're stuck with us, and I hope that's okay with you, because we're really fun. I don't know if we're fun or not, but I really hope one day we get to see each other in person, and you get to go on some of our retreats, and you get to go to some of our events, and we can laugh and have fun, like face to face, and not just through a video chat for the first time where everyone is blacked out besides Carrie and I, which is totally fine.
And I know that looks gross, but that's okay.
No, I just put my hair down because I was like, maybe I could be more presentable. And I put like chapstick on right before I came here, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling fresh. But I wanted to first start off and say, I know very clearly the feelings that I had when I first signed up as a coach. I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is incredible. I feel so amazing. I've been doing these workouts. I've been drinking the shakes. I'm seeing results. These people are so awesome. I was so excited. And then all of a sudden I hit submit, I hit enroll, and I was terrified. You're like, what am I doing? What in the world? I have no idea what's going on. But then you read, you watch a webinar, you read an article, and you're like, yeah, if they can do it, I can do it. Let's take over the world. And then you start messaging people, and you're like, yes, I'm so glad that you're pumped about this workout. Let's do this. But then nobody answers you. So you're like, I just don't know if I can do this. That was kind of discouraging. But then all of a sudden a new person likes your post, and you pounce on them. And then you gain 2 pounds because it's like the 3rd or 4th week into your workout program, and you skip some workouts. You start eating like Cheetos on the couch, and you get depressed, and you're like, is this even for me? And then you have to finally make the decision. which hopefully is the part that you're at right now, where you have to choose to be successful. Because girlfriend, let me tell you, this business is like being an entrepreneur. There will be a roller coaster of emotions, a roller coaster of ups and downs. And I will go ahead and tell you that right now. It is not just because you're in health and fitness or that you are wanting to be an entrepreneur. It's simply because you're a human being. And when you're a human and you want to be successful or you want to try new things, you're going to have to think different to be different. So you're going to have to overcome these fears, overcome these obstacles, overcome this wall that you think, well, I can't do it, or I'm stuck, or I've failed in the past. Yesterday does not matter. As far as I'm concerned, today is your first day of the rest of your life. How exciting is that? That today can be the very first day of the rest of your life. New you, fresh start, clean slate, that you can develop good work ethic, consistency, positivity in your life, healthier lifestyle habits. Like all of these things can be the new you. And it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, but today you can make the decision to be different and to change the course of your life. That's what I did several years ago. So I started as a Beachbody coach in 2013. But to rewind a little bit, and I alluded to this already, that I was working in corporate America full-time. I started working there in 2008, and I climbed the corporate ladder rather fast, not because I was really skilled at my job, but because I just enjoyed people, and my company was new. And so on the outside looking in, it appeared as if I should have been extremely pleased and satisfied and happy. But on the inside, something just didn't feel right. Like something just didn't feel like me, right? Like I was just going through emotions and coasting, and just I thought, okay, like I can do this grind. I can hustle like this for a couple of years. But then I started thinking, can I do this for the next 30 years? Like when I retire at 65, am I going to look back at my life and say, well, I never saw my kids? Like, well, I guess that was all worth it. Like, and I was just visualizing, can I literally do this 60-hour job week, traveling 75% of the time for the rest of my life? And I thought, no, I can't. Something has got to change. I had to change. Nobody was going to change for me. Nothing was going to be handed to me on a silver platter. And once I realized that, I was like, boom, boom, I have got to take action. I have got to open my eyes to new opportunities and realize there's so much more to life than just like waking up 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, and get out the grind. And there was so much more to life than that. There was so much more to me than that. So I got pregnant in 2011, and that really was the start of like the new me. Of all of a sudden, I had this new purpose in my life. I had this son that I wanted to raise, and I wanted to be there for him. And God put that in my heart early on that He wanted me to be home with him. And that's not necessarily what a lot of people feel, and that's totally fine. I'll tell you first and foremost, I enjoy my career. I enjoy working. I enjoy feeling like I'm achieving something. So I do have a career, but I'm also at home, and my son needs me at home. I don't know if you guys follow me in my social media life or story, but I have 2 boys, and they're awesome. One of which has some special needs that we're working through, and I just think, man, I'm so glad that I'm here for him, because we've had to really work on that one-on-one. So after starting as a coach in 2013, I went all in, and it was awesome. Ups and downs, like I said. By 2014, our team became an elite team, which is the top like 0.001 of the entire company. To kind of give you a summary, there are over 450,000 coaches in the network, but our team is in the top 100 for 2 years in a row. And we're on the same path to achieve that in 2016. And I don't say that to toot a horn. I say that because the quality of coaches that we have on our team make up that success. So now you are a part of our team, and you are a part of that quality, and you are a part of that higher standard in which that our team operates. We do help people. We do help customers. And we do lead by example and lead with integrity. That's how we've been so successful. I'm telling you, this is not a given. A lot of teams and a lot of coaches don't have what this team and organization has, but it's because of you. It's because of your passion, your determination, your genuine inside like goodness, right? Like I really believe that. And so our team name is MOXIE, and the definition of MOXIE is the ability to face challenges with spirit and courage. And I love that. I love that word. And so that really just encompasses the culture of our organization. There's about 1,000 of us now. And our team mission and my life mission is love fast and live slow. And that's simply just a mindset. That's simply like a pace in which I choose to live. Of I want to love quickly. I want to love as a reflex. I want to serve people. I want to think of people before myself. I don't want to always act narcissistic and selfish, but I want to open up my life and see what I can do to help others, because that fulfills me. And it really is psychological and scientific that, like, if you give of yourself, if you can pour out your life, then you'll be feeling more confident about yourself and significant and happier. It's awesome. But in order to fill up your cup before you pour yourself out, you have to live slow, which is to find that internal peace, that satisfaction with your family, that moment where you can just sit back, smell the roses, and say, I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to enjoy life, and I'm just going to see what's going on. Like that moment where you can just sit still and have a calm, peaceful spirit. That is live slow. And I feel like when you mesh those two together, you'll just have a happier, more fulfilling life. So that's our team mission, for you just to adopt that lifestyle as a coach on MOXIE. And so with that, welcome to our team. Really, it's an honor that you guys would join us in this adventure, and I hope that you are better for it. Like, I hope that we can sharpen you in some capacity. So again, I said there were four steps that we're going to knock out during this call. The first and foremost is that you have something called your Coach Online Office. You are going to hear a plethora of acronyms if you haven't already, and I'm sure it can be overwhelming. But your Coach Online Office is easily seen as your COO. So if you say your COO, that's what we're talking about. Your COO is your Coach Online Office. And you should have received an email already with your Coach ID and a link to access your Coach Online Office. Because within that, you will see that you have access to websites. You have, which is like your personal websites that people can browse through and shop through, that you have an option to set up your direct deposit. Because as coaches, you earn commission, whoop, 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 whoop. And you can go to your Coach Online Office, and there's a tab that says My Business. And under that tab, there's something called the EFT. That's a fancy way for saying electronic finance transfer. That's just direct deposit. I don't know why things have to be so complicated, but I would recommend you go ahead and set that up, which is all you need is a check, because you need your bank routing number and your bank number, your bank account information. So that can be direct deposited as you're helping customers get plugged into our challenge groups and whatnot. You want that to be set up so it can just be housekeeping and details done. The third part of the first step is that you have a Beachbody profile, and that is when you go to the website www.teambeachbody.com. When you log into your coach account, there is a section at the top that basically says my account, my profile, whatever. Well, you can, put your before and after picture on there. If you don't have an after picture yet, totally fine. Just slap something up there. You can put a brief bio. Don't spend hours and stressing about your bio. You can literally spend like 3 sentences on, hey, my name is Laura. I have 2 sons, a husband. I live in Florida, and my goal for Beachbody is to be the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. Like, that could be your bio. It does not have to be detailed and crazy. It's simply for Beachbody information. It's not necessarily for your customers or prospects. You don't have to make it that thorough. But these are just basically housekeeping things that if you check all these off, you're going to have taken those details already. Second step is that I want you to connect. So if you're here or if you're listening to this, that means you're connected, and that's awesome. First step, check. All right, every single Monday, I want us to connect. I want us to show up. I want us to get together and celebrate and do life together, because I don't want you to be alone. If you try to do this alone, you're gonna get lonely. Which, you see what I did there? Alone, lonely. But I just don't think that you should go through life by yourself, especially this. Especially if you're going to be a Beachbody coach, you should never feel alone. Now, your emotions might get in the way, and you might have this internal battle. But at the end of the day, you have a huge team here who's supporting you and rallying you. So we want you to take action, and we want you to be proactive to schedule us in your life, because it's not just going to happen. We can't just knock on your door and be like, hey, girl, hey. You need to show up for us and for yourself. So every Monday, there's something called a National Wake Up Call, and that's at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's simply a phone call that you dial into you don't talk. It's muted on your end automatically, but it's hosted by corporate, and it's them announcing some exciting rank advancements and some exciting announcements every single week. And then there's a top coach who gives like a 15 or 20-minute spiel of advice, of suggestions, of a success story. And it's motivational. It's very helpful as far as training. And I don't know about you, but I want to learn from top coaches. So that's a great chance for you to go ahead and schedule it in, pencil it into your schedule, put an alarm on your phone. And I can give you that number, but it's the same exact number every single week. So you could save it in your phone. You could show up at 11 o'clock every Monday. Also, I mentioned MOXIE Mondays, and that is every single Monday at 9 p.m. And it starts in 15 minutes. Yes, we have one starting in 15 minutes, and that is hosted on a live Facebook event page. And tonight we're talking about sugar. That might sound silly, but once a month we open our call up to all our customers, all of our friends, all of our everybody. It's like a public free webinar for anyone who wants to join, and it's like a fitness or health tip. So tonight, one of our top coaches, Jessica Myers, is leading a webinar about sugar and the truth behind sugar and how we can have healthy alternatives. So it's really beneficial to not only us as coaches, but it's an opportunity for us to invite other people to that once a month call to kind of like plant some seeds and to start helping them reach their physical goals, because that just will open up the door for us to have further conversations with them about our fitness groups, right? And then also we have a lot of face-to-face events. Now, this is one of my favorites because you can only know me so much when I'm just chatting like this. You might be like, I can't even handle Laura's inflection. I don't like her Georgia twang. What's going on? But if you see me face to face, then I'm going to hug you and you'll be stuck with me. And then you can't run away, because then we'll get to know each other, and I'll sit down and say, tell me about your family. Tell me about your dog. What's your children like? What are your goals with Beachbody? How are your workouts? Like, I want to know about you, and that can really happen when you attend these face-to-face events. So throughout the year, we have things called Super Saturdays, which are local events in a city near you where all of the Beachbody coaches in your local area gather together, get to know each other, and go through some training. Once a year, there's an annual conference called Summit. Summit happens, it's in Las Vegas. No, where is it next year, Carrie?
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yes. It's in New Orleans next year. My bad. And that is an amazing, incredible, motivational event. We all gather together. We typically have a team party. You see, there's like 25,000 coaches there. I mean, the energy is insane, and you cannot miss that. You cannot miss that. So go to coachsummit.com. You're going to learn a lot about the events happening this year. But I want to make sure that you connect. No coach left behind on MOXIE. That's why we have the hashtag, We Are MOXIE. Third step, tres, uno, dos, tres. I don't speak German. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I speak German. So that would be ein, zwei, drei. Third step is that if you are a MOXIE, you're going to set goals, because we want you to achieve success, but we want you to achieve your level of success. I don't want you to, compare yourself to me or Carrie. I want you to set goals and for you to go for your highest potential, and for you to shoot for the stars and go for the dreams that you have. I want you to feel proud of yourself. So I want you to set goals. I want you to understand what's possible and then to go for them. So if you're listening to this, that means you're in our new coach training, which is a fabulous first step. I want you to start tracking your vital behaviors. We're going to educate you on what those are. Basically, what that means is we're going to teach you 4 things that you should do every single day, 4 habits that you should go ahead and implement and practice every single day. Some days, because starting a new habit is like riding a new bike. And if you're going to be riding a bike, some days you're going to pedal right and you're going to be like cruising along and you might fall over. One day you might pedal one way and then you forget how to reverse and you have to be taught again. One day you might forget your helmet and the next day you might forget your elbow pads. Like this, it takes practice. Being a coach takes practice. So being a part of this training, we want you to practice 4 things every single day. And of those 4 things, if you forget one day, then do 4 the next day. If you forget 2 one day, then do 4 the next day. We want you just to get up every single day and try again. All right? So we're full of grace. We're full of understanding. We want you just to practice until you get it right, because it takes consistency to build a solid business. And helping 3 people a month is like the bare minimum. And that's so doable because we know thousands of people. You probably have 100 people just in your mind thinking, okay, if I've spent 10 minutes writing down every single person I've ever known, you will probably have at least 100 names on that list. But all we're telling you that in order for you to move your business forward each month, all you have to do is help at least 3 people each month. And that could be new people, and you can build new relationships, you can connect with new people. So it's just like a constant flowing of fun, a constant flowing of conversation and new connections and new friends. You're going to be funneling those people down to a point where you could say, hey, this conversation has been super encouraging to me. I've loved getting to know you. Would you ever be interested in joining one of my fitness challenge groups? Because you mentioned already that you would love to lose 20 pounds before your next beach trip, or because you really want to start drinking healthier and eating healthier, and you want to make sure that your kids are sleeping better at night. I think this could really help you. We're going to teach you how to funnel conversations down and funnel connections down to a point where you really are interested in the person, you're helping them, you're excited to serve them, and you offer them an invitation to a group that can help them, right? And the 4th step is to be a boss. Boom. Because you are. Because you are a boss. You're the CEO of your business. Now, Carrie and I are very excited to be your mentors and leaders, but at the end of the day, you are your own boss. I'm not your boss. I'm not your manager. I'm not your mama. I am your friend and your peer who has walked this road before you. Typically, that's the only thing different between you and I, is that I have walked this road and you have not yet. But as far as your potential and your capability of achieving the same level of success that we have, it is there. You just got to do the work and believe in yourself. You have to grow as a person, and you will help more people. So be a boss. Visualize your why daily. Why did you sign up as a coach? Why did a fraction of you believe that this was actually going to change your life? I absolutely 1,000,000,000% believe that this can change your life. If you are willing to work for it, and you are willing to overcome fear, and you are willing to be teachable, this can change your life. I want you to use the team resources. I want you to realize that we have a giant team page called MOXIE, and you have the team page with your direct sponsor, maybe like a personally sponsored page with you and your coach. But ask questions in there, dig deep, look at the resources, look at the training sites we've given you, because that's how I learned. I had nobody telling me what to do 3.5 years ago. Not one single person. I mean, I signed up the day after my coach signed up, and we had no idea what we were doing. So I just went for it. I Googled, I YouTubed, I asked a lot of questions. I asked coaches things that were not my direct sponsor, and I just learned, and I went for it, and I failed a lot, and I got back up, and I tried again. I got a lot of rejection. I got a lot of people making fun of me, and I just kept going. I didn't care. I had this vision in my heart. But you just have to use the team resources and go for it. Follow your heart. Follow your gut. And practice self-discipline to be able to establish new habits and to do these building business activities that we're going to train you on. It takes a lot of self-discipline. So even when you're not feeling like it, even when you're tired, even when your kid is tired, even when you're hungry, even when you've had a bad day, we're telling you that you've got to show up. And not show up because of me or Carrie. You got to show up because of you. Because this is the new you. This is the new person who is going to take this opportunity and make your family a 6-figure income, right? Like, could that change your life? What if in 6 months you were able to, look in your bank account and realize that you've been making several $100s a week, and that you were able to pay for a family vacation in cash, or you're able to pay off that credit card, you were able to, do something really, really special for your kids that you've never been able to do before. Like, would it be worth it to you? What is your why? What would feel good? And what's worth fighting for? You have to decide that. I can't decide it for you. I really want you to succeed. I really, really do. Our team is full of belief. Our team has a reputation of success. I really believe that this team is special, that we're going up and that we're going places. And I don't feel at all that it's a coincidence that you are a part of this organization, because, gosh, guys, it is something special. When you get around other people who really want to do exciting things with your life, who encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, who encourage you to become stronger and wiser and to grow. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel stronger. It makes you feel more confident. It makes you feel like you can do anything you set your mind to. And I'm telling you right now that there is no level of like embarrassment. There's no level of making fun of you. There's no level of like belittling you for the crazy, big, giant, hairy, scary dreams you have. I want you to think big. And for the first time in your life, maybe you think, wow, is this really possible? Could I open that orphanage up in Africa? Could I retire my mom? Could I pay off my $100,000 of student loan debt? Could my husband and I go on a honeymoon again? Like, yes, you can. You absolutely can. And it takes a lot of hard work. None of this is guaranteed. None of this success or income or level of achievement is guaranteed. It's up to you. The ball is in your court. And we are telling you now that if we can do it, you can do it. So stay focused. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know in the next 15 days. And then we're going to take that information and we're going to stay connected and apply it and continue to grow. Are you guys down for that? I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm telling you guys, like, this is a fresh start for you. Like, clean slate. You can, this is it. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, this can change your life. I'm honored to be like a part of the first day that could like be so amazing for you. Like in 4 years, if you look back at your life and you're like, oh yeah, that one time Laura told me that I could change my life for the better. I believed it and I went for it. That could be right now. There's nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you but yourself. So believe in yourself, because let me tell you something, Carrie and I believe in you. And the reason why we believe in you, because we were sitting in your spot not too long ago and somebody was telling us, yes, girl, you can do this. You can do big things. You can help a lot of people and you can build a fantastic income because of it. It really is possible. Agreed, Carrie?
Absolutely.
Anything you want to add or subtract?
I would just, a lot of what you're saying is perfect. Honestly, it's just, don't worry about the, like you said, like being embarrassed. I know that's the toughest part. I know a lot of people are hard. It's really hard to put yourself out there. It was hard for me. I'm sure it was hard for Laura when she first started.
Oh yeah.
And I can guarantee you that after you do that first post, maybe the first couple of posts, it becomes so much easier because people really respect you and they see that you're really enjoying it. Like, there's nothing negative about it. All you're doing is basically sharing your positive experience. You're showing people what you're doing to improve your health and fitness, and you're inviting them to come along with you. So you're not really selling them a program or Shakeology. You're selling them the opportunity to basically join your challenge groups of support. So, I mean, people can buy Shakeology themselves. They can buy a program themselves. You're offering them something more than that. You're offering them you. And I know the people that I know that are on here, you're all here for the right reasons. And I know you're good people. I know you care. So know that in yourself. Like, you're offering them you. You're offering them your support, your challenge groups, your motivation, your tips, your recipes, your encouragement, everything like that. You're not just selling them. So that's what you really need to turn off in your head. Like, you're not selling people. You're offering them this help. So get out of your comfort zone. Know that you're trying to do something positive for other people as well as yourself. And it really is limitless, and it really is an amazing experience. So I hope you guys all get on board and really go for it.
I really want you guys to do amazing. I want to see you guys like crazy excel and to be on stage one day at Summit, and I can be cheering you on and I'll be crying from the stand. Like, girlfriend, I believe in you from day one. I want to be your biggest fan. I really do. I could just see it. I visualize it. So you better believe in yourself. Really, this is insane. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to hop off. And I hope that you will now hop in to our webinar that starts at 9. But it's a live Facebook stream. So I can actually go ahead and post. My internet's kind of funny right now, so it's hard. I'll post the link to the actual webinar in our November New Coach Training group, so you can access it. But she's going to go live in just a second, and you guys can just click on that event page and click on her live stream and listen in. It's going to be fantastic. All right? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.